When we're looking at the markets every single morning, entries are clearly what traders are looking for, setups and entries. But the direction that we're looking for in those setups and entries is actually the tougher of the two things, because the direction that you choose, the directional bias, the terminology that I like to use, is going to dictate which kind of setup you're looking for. In this case, the kind of setup we're looking for is the long variety. I'm not looking for shorts. So for a lot of traders, one of the easiest ways to keep from getting whipsawed and I know this sounds counterintuitive, but to minimize the number of entries. You know, one of the first fixes that I will recommend to traders who are struggling with profitability is, if you're trading, let's say 6 times a day, I'll say go 3. If you're trading 10 times a day, go 5. I'll recommend reducing trading activity by 50%, because what that does is it makes you more discerning. It makes you more choosy. One of the easiest ways to accomplish this is simply say, I'm only going to be trading to the long side when we have bullish directional bias. So this is just one way to make a small tweak that will lead to major improvements. Now, let's take, as this is the S&P, we just looked at the dip into the wave. Let's take the NAS. Okay, let's take a look at the NQ. Now, the same would apply to the QQQ. The same would apply to any of the heavily weighted sectors within the QQQ, XLK, XLC, XLY. So let's always keep that index sector stock approach in mind. Is there anything I can do with the NQ? Not really. It's gone parabolic. There's no propulsion dots. There's nothing I can do here. So rather than force the issue on the NQ, we know the ES sunk into the wave. We know the Dow really sunk into the wave, right? So work on those particular indices that have traveled back into the area between the 34 EMA on the high and the 34 EMA on the low. This is the zone of the opportunity. All right. Now, is it easy to trade long in a day like today? Oh gosh, no. Not even close. However, you can shorten the time frame, and then you can really start to get a little bit more specific about what kind of entry you're looking at. And one of the things we'll do here is, and we'll do this in the premium video, or we can do it in the chat room, is we'll dive into this morning's S&P. All right, we'll dive into this morning's S&P and coordinate where the market started entering that zone, meaning 34 EMA on the high, and how that level, so this is 3630, and how that coordinates with this area. Because a lot of intraday or day traders forget the relevance of levels on the daily being the more psychological level, giving them zones to think about, even on a 1-minute chart, right? So keep those things in mind. They're going to serve you really well when you're short-term trading.